The office party was over. Michael Reeves felt tired, so very tired. The city lights blurred, a smear of color in the damp night. He needed to get home to Emily. He walked quickly, his breath misted in the cold air. He pulled his worn coat tighter. The station entrance loomed, a dark mouth in the sleeping city. He hoped he wasn't too late. The station was quiet, too quiet. A hollow, echoing space, no usual late-night bustle, no tired commuters rushing, just him. And the sound of his own footsteps clicking on the grimy tiles. He looked at the departure board, flickering. Last train, on time. He let out a breath, relief. The train glided into the station. It made no sound, no screech of metal on metal, no hiss of pneumatic doors. It just appeared. Dark, sleek. Its windows were like polished obsidian, reflecting a twisted version of the platform, a version without him. He hesitated for a moment, but it was the last train. He stepped aboard. Michael found an empty seat. The fabric was old, faded velvet, worn smooth by countless journeys. He looked at the other passengers. Their faces were pale, drawn, their eyes stared ahead, seeing nothing. Or perhaps seeing too much, lost in thought, or lost in some other stranger place. No one spoke. No one even seemed to breathe. The silence was heavy.
Going far, dear?
An old woman sat opposite him. She wore a black lace shawl pulled tight around her thin shoulders. Her eyes were like dark, still pools. They fixed on Michael. A faint, knowing smile touched her lips. Michael nodded slowly. He did not know what to say. He did not know where far was. He turned to look out the window, but there were no familiar streets. No comforting city lights, only darkness. A swirling gray mist pressed against the glass. Strange shapes flickered within it, there and gone. Before he could truly see them, this was not his route. This was not the way home. A cold dread began to creep up his spine. He remembered then. The office party, too much whiskey, the slick road. He shouldn't have driven. The truth settled upon Michael, heavy, cold, like a shroud. He was dead. This train, it was a journey, but not to his house, not to Emily. Oh, Emily. His heart ached, a phantom pain in a chest that no longer beat. He saw her face, her bright smile. He remembered their last argument, stupid, pointless, the words he hadn't said, the apologies he hadn't made. Michael, I never told her, I never said I was sorry. Sorry for working too late, so many nights, sorry for being distant, lost in his own world, sorry for forgetting their song, for all the small hurts, the careless words, the big ones too. Regret was a bitter taste. It filled his mouth. It choked him. He wished he had one more chance.
I had a ring. It was in my pocket. For Sarah. We were going to the coast. I never got to ask her.
A young man across the aisle spoke. His voice was soft, thin. The train seemed to shimmer, the oppressive mist outside thinned. For a fleeting moment, Michael saw streets, familiar streets, his street, his house, the porch light Emily always left on. So close, yet impossibly far. A desperate, aching longing filled him, to reach out, to touch her hand, to speak her name just once more. He had to try. He closed his eyes, he focused. He thought of Emily, her warmth, her laugh. He poured all his love, all his regret, all his unspoken apologies, into one single desperate thought, a message. Michael, Emily, I'm sorry, I love you, always, forgive me. He sent it out, into the silent space between worlds, hoping, praying it would find her, somehow. The vision of his home faded. The train moved on, steadily, silently, into a soft, welcoming light that began to grow ahead. The other passengers looked towards it. Their faces, once etched with sorrow, were calmer now.